omulokozi bwe yakaba obuweereza abamu nga bali batuma basuma n'abasomesa bannabbi n'ababuliza abamu ne babivanga bafera abantu babuza olw'okubula ng'okumanya ku myaka 33 yesu bamukomerera abagula ngayagala kutaasa ggwe nange Baba Mungu Savior ya Baba Mungu Mungu omwetaaga tumwetaaga ekondere yalivuga kino ekibuga kyona bayite bali bangi naye okutuuka mu ggulu tugezeeko balondemu endiga n'embuzi tezisimba kulagiryemu tereera anama bamusiiza bwemugende mu mazina eriyasiga obugaana alina akasaavu gweyagala kukungula kyekalatetebwasiga toyagala kigambo yagala byamagalo omutuukiridde sitani mubbi musimuli batazikiriza gwebeeranga kalyeeri akawumata kagezi kagenduka obusobozi nga yalidde bikeme byekivubuka basiga bibatutte kyokange jagamba jukiraga katonda bongo kyalina muvubuka bikula mu bulizi esula Mungu Baba Mungu Angola Savior Mutega Mungu yawunde sena abandi bayiwa najona pana wesige Mungu Yesu ye Mungu omwetaaga tumwetaaga Saint Ronnie in another one. Alava is watching.
much. Thank you so much. But tell them your name.
I'm by Coach Rain Josh. Coach Rain Josh. On TikTok, Rain Josh.
Rain Josh, they will be looking for you. Some of you have seen saying that that is so easy. Can you do it? Can I call Pastor Casus to come here and do it? It's not easy. It's not easy. Okay. Let me invite Pastor, our Executive Director, Dr. Kasozi, just to make her way here because she's the one going to introduce the next session. Please. It's okay. All right, what's going to happen next is we have a panel of our distinguished guests. They'll be making their way to the podium. Of course, that will not take a lot of your time. As the judges, you can see the judges are nowhere to be seen around this place, okay? They are compiling, I'm sure. Yeah. By the time this panel is done, the judges will be back here and they will be ready to present. Of course, part of the presentation will be in the meantime, as she makes her way to the podium, if you're a school that has already chosen your ambassador for Heart to Heart Initiative, please pass on your cheat to that lady. Muchala Mulwanyi. See. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Are you people tired? Can we stand up a bit? Stand up.
Sound. Please increase the volume of the microphone.
If you're a lady seated next to a lady, I want you to give that lady a hug and say you are most special. If you're a gentleman next to that gentleman, say you are most special, give that person a hug. Gentlemen, give yourselves hugs. For those that are very careful about hugs, give a high five and you're very special. So Agape is our first daughter, first biological daughter. Then the two others are busy serving, and they are serving. This is too loud. Okay, now at this point in time, I'm going to welcome people to the panel discussion. And the first person, in 2017, when we conceived the idea of having heart-to-heart initiative, I was in USA, and my husband was here. And he said, I'm going to call a very important person. And he called him. He's a well-known lawyer, an attorney that registered us and stood with us from then to now. Counsel Attorney Birungi, please come forward. He's going to come to the panel. If you want to rub shoulders with important people that have been so humble, yet very, very strong personalities, make sure you rub shoulders with him. And today, he was able to come up to develop a paper for us, and we have a paper on this topic. For people that understand legal things, we have a paper today that we are going to present to you from Counsel or Attorney Birungi. And the second person that I'm going to invite right now is a friend from USA. Dr. Roseanne Etienne Jr. from USA, but now Ugandan. He's a humanitarian, a social entrepreneur. He loves serving God's people, and he loves being in a place where he can impact lives. This is a man that is always happy as well. So please clap for him. And lastly, on this panel, because there is a panel representative that has walked out, Madame Sarah. We had a representation from Makerere University, but I think she's walked out. But now, at this point, I'm going to welcome my honey, darling, sweetheart, sweet mutima, Kabiri Nage, to come together. We founded Heart to Heart Initiative, and we have been serving for all this time. And I want to tell you, we've been married for 17 and a half years. And so right now we want to talk about civic engagement, and I need another microphone. Can I have another microphone, please? And I hope they are working. Thank you so much.
Yes.
I'm going to request this. Introduce. You want?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. I'm very happy and honored to be here today. I would like to thank Pastor Franklin Kasozi, Dr. Sarah Kasozi Kwagala, the entire management of HEART, all our distinguished judges, distinguished panelists who are seated with me, and all of you, the students, all our friends and well-wishers in heart to heart, thank you very much for coming. For the students, I feel very happy that I'm here today with you because I love working with students. I love working with young people. And I did work with young people for quite some time. And I still carry that emotion of working with young people. First of all, I would like to congratulate you, all of you, regarding your participation in the debate. Your participation was really wonderful. And to me, if I was the judge, I would say all of you are winners. Because I saw tremendous talent. I saw exceptional knowledge. Really, the skills were very good. And because of that, everybody has contributed very constructively. And I would say all of us have won, all of us have learned, and I'm sure each one of us will be a better us. That's what I can say. Now, just turning very briefly to who I am. My name is Birungi Wycliffe. Yes, some people would say counsel. Yeah, I am counsel. I am senior counsel. I've been practicing law for 37 years. And I'm also a business person. I'm also involved in farming. I do farming. Yeah. And I do farming as a way of also running a living, but at the same time promoting farming to the communities and to empower communities. So we train people to do farming. We also train young people in farming and agricultural practices so that this is a trade they can put to their lives. Basically, with that small introduction, I would also ask my colleagues also to introduce themselves. Thank you.
What's up, everybody? How you doing? I am welcome to be here. I am so excited to be. I called Sarah. And she called me. I was on a Buddha, y'all. It's rare I'm learning, and it was fun but dangerous. And her and I was texting, and she said, I'm so excited to be here too. Her and I have been friends through one of my partners in Washington, D.C. And at first, I didn't think I was qualified, but long enough to come and she said, Dr. Ree, you're all over the world doing things. Come and speak. And you guys won't believe it. And I'll tell you this story later. I called my daughter. She encouraged me to come. She is a influencer, so she's all over the world. She's a brand ambassador. I was actually speaking to one of the young people here and had her follow my daughter. But let me introduce myself. But I'm honored to be here. I am one of my daughter calls me Daddy Fun. I like to have fun, y'all. How many of y'all like to have fun? And I love the fact that we infused the entertainment along with the fun, because you young folks like to have fun while you're. But I'm Dr. Rusan Tien Jr. I am originally, I did my DNA and found out that I was from the Bantu tribe of East Africa. So this whole area at one time was the Congo Kingdom. So that means, it's a little loud, but that means Uganda, all these countries were one. So I'm so excited when I see all these schools coming together, and I see a great thing. Africa's becoming one, y'all. It's coming. It's coming. And I've dealt with celebrities all over the world. And let me tell you, Africa got now. Y'all got now. But I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a philanthropist, public figure. But I always talk about my daughter. I called her, and she actually gave me some of my questions. Dr. Sarah gave me some questions. And guess what I first did, y'all? I texted her. I said, Naya, how should I answer these questions? Now, remember, that's my daughter. But she graduated as a communications and a journalist major. But I've always taught her to think the 3 E's in our last name. I'm Dr. Roussan Etienne Jr. 3 E's through my name: education, economics, and equity. And I told her, if you focus on education, then you can get some economics, and then you can get some equity. No fairness without economics, no economics without education. So I'm happy to be here. My background, I'm a celebrity talent scout. I've discovered some of your big names, from Kevin Hart, you might have heard some of his comedians, all the way to Kirk Franklin, to you name the artists. You know, I worked with them. That's my background. Came here for agriculture and infrastructure. Thought I was going to be here, y'all, for 8 days, and I ended up being here 6 months. Can you believe it? So I love Uganda. Uganda's loving me back, and this is what I do back home, so I'm so excited. I love youth. I love depositing, and my daughter gave me some info to give to y'all, so I'm going to put y'all on. And for those of y'all, I want y'all to follow her, because that's what it's all about. Y'all want to make sure not only civic engagements, but it's about the entrepreneurship side of civic engagement. So, Sarah, go ahead. I know we're limited for time, but glad to be here.
Hello. Hello, hey. Good evening, everyone. So happy to see you all in this place. I would love to take this opportunity first to thank every school that has come to participate. You have turned up in a big number. We are so proud of you. And I also want to thank the judges who have been following up. They are soon coming back to give us whatever has transpired in our debate. And I also take this opportunity to thank the panelists who are here with us, and all the people that have been part of this. You know, putting up all these things together is not a simple task. People started doing what you see today so many months back, but we thank God that He has enabled us to bring it to this day, to this point. And I want also to thank my wife. I call her, the first time we met, I named her Joy Pillar, because she's a pillar of joy in my life, and a very hardworking, very resilient. She's a superwoman. So I really appreciate her for the woman she is and bringing us all together. You know, she gives back to the ideas, and we support her back. I give birth to ideas, and she gives me even greater support that I would have given her. My name is Kaso Stephen Franklin. I'm the pastor. I'm a pastor. Our church is Christ in Us Church. It's in Kagoma. And together with my wife, we are the founders of Heart to Heart Initiative. Before I became a pastor, I majored in electrical installation, so I did engineering. And guess what? I've also used that talent because I believe whatever God entrusts us with is to better other people's lives. How many of you believe that if a tree can never eat of its fruit, it's somebody else to eat the fruit? So together with my wife, God has used us to serve people like you to better other people's lives. And we are so happy that you're here. That is one of our greatest joy and our greatest wins. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I must say, yes, it is true we came up with a paper, and I'm sure Heart to Heart will be able to share that technical paper with you at an appropriate time. It is quite a number of pages, but given the space of time that we have, we shall not talk much. We were warned because we have to close at 6, and we have to work within that range. But very briefly, whatever I have written in my paper, apparently you have been able to discuss. In other words, I must congratulate you for doing very good homework. I'll begin very briefly with the demographics, the demography regarding children and youth in Uganda. In Uganda, the children and youth form 75% of the population. That is people who are under the age of 35. And among them, we have children who are technically people below the age of 18. Those ones form almost 40%. You can see what that means. When you have children forming 40%, then the others above between 18 and 35 forming about 30%, which does a national population of 75%. That shows you the importance of children and youth. That's why a topic like the one we have today is very, very, very vital. Of big engagement. A number of speakers have been able to define what civic engagement is. But I'll pick only one word. When we talk about civic engagement, it's participation. And participation by who? The citizen. Who are the citizens? It is yourselves, you and me. When you participate in affairs concerning your community, concerning your interests, concerning issues which are central and critical to your community, in one way or another, you're engaging in civic engagement. Now, the key word there is participation. How do you participate? How do you participate in issues concerning your community, your country, and your nation? Several ways. Like you have already raised it in your debates. The first way you can engage is to ensure that you are part and parcel of all processes. This can be through education, community work, all kinds of community activities, matters that are central to your community. There is a difference between civic engagement and political processes. Political processes refer to engaging in politics. The two are different. For the citizenry or the citizens of this country, what is most important is civic education is non-partisan, because it concerns matters that are central to the human person, to all of us, to the community at large, and to various entities which form our communities. For example, the families and to individuals. Whatever is central to the family, whatever is central to your community, whatever is central to you as an individual is a matter of civic importance. So when it touches the community, it becomes vital for your participation. And the key word, like I said, is participation. When you participate, you are knowingly, directly or indirectly involved in civic engagement. But there are different levels of civic engagement. It could be at your school level. It could be at the community level. It could be at the church level. It could be at your village level. So there are various areas, all these spaces where you can participate actively in as far as your community is concerned. Now, turning to the debate, it is very clear to us. It says collective civic engagement of all community players is essential in improving the well-being of the future of the children. When we talk about all players in the community, when we say all players, we are talking about stakeholders. There are different segments of community. So when you talk about all players, you talk about stakeholders. We could begin with the government. Government is number one stakeholder. Your family is the second stakeholder. Your community, your villagers, different sector organizations are all stakeholders because all of them have an interest in children. The reason why children are central to this debate is very important. Source, not a problem. There is that we must harness to be able to get the future. That is very important to us. We don't perceive children as a problem, but a resource that is going to take us to the future. And because of what we are talking about today, children are as important today as they will be important tomorrow. That's why we are talking about today, which is the present, but we are also talking about in futuristic terms. That's why children are critical to this debate. Now, when we talk about still the question of civic engagement, there are lots of spaces where you can do civic engagement. The areas could vary from economic spaces, political spaces, health, sanitation, education, religious, community well-being. All these various spaces, one way or another, provide you with an arena or a sphere where you have to undertake civic engagement. And the beauty about engaging in these spaces, you are engaging in the growth and the development of your community. It's not enough to talk about civic engagement. It is important that when you're talking about civic engagement, look at the future, look at growth, look at development. Development means that you move from one level to another, socially, economically, politically, culturally, what makes the society of the future. And now we have the digital space. We have technology. We are talking about AI. These are all spaces where civic engagement becomes very important. A long time ago, we didn't have these aspects. When I was growing up, we could not talk about AI. We couldn't talk about digital or technological developments because they weren't there. But now we have social media space. Social media space provides a good arena for civic engagement. And we are saying, when you engage, look at the positive aspects of engagement. Because nobody wants the negative aspects of engagement. So let us talk of engagement, but in a positive way, for purposes of growth, so that we can move to the future. Something critical in as far as youth are concerned is the question of education. There are various ways you can engage. Using your fora as students, using your fora in the education sector, so that you can be able to bring about what I would term as a critical mass in your own way, in your various schools. By engaging in school activities, you can be able to move from one level to another. One, quite a number of you have different career path and career goals. People want to become lawyers. People want to become teachers. People want to become doctors like Sarah Kwagala. People want to become pastors. People want to become social entrepreneurs. People want to become engineers. People want to become computer wizards. People want to become writers. Now, by virtue of being a student and engaging in civic education, or civic engagement in your role as students, in your capacity as students within your school, you can be able to move yourself from one stage to another, using education as your fora to take you to the next level. You may think you are doing it for yourself, but it's not enough. You are doing it for your family, you are doing it for the community, you are doing it for the nation. That's why I said everything involves nothing but participation, and participation in a positive way. My paper details all these aspects in detail. However, I will not be able to go into them, but with just that brief talk, I believe whatever you have discussed here in the debate is all very central to the theme that we have today. And of course, I acknowledge that whatever you have said is very, very important. And this is a subject which we should not only leave in the conference room here. It is a subject we need to go with wherever we go. So from this moment, go with this subject. Engage deeply. Engage more into your communities. Engage more into your society. Engage more with government. Engage more in all the spaces where you have a chance to engage, so that you can bring about critical change, and change in a positive way. Change that will build a good future for all of us, since you are the people we are looking at who will make the future. Thank you very much. And I would like to thank all of you for your contribution in the debate. You will share the paper. It will be shared to you by heart to heart at an appropriate time. I would like to thank the teachers who are doing a great job, especially with the students. Even those ones who are not here today, when you go back, give them the message. We are saying a very big thank you to the teachers, the school directors, the school management teams. They are doing a fantastic job. And that's the reason why we are having this debate. If they were not there, and you are not there, we would not have the debate. So thank you very much. And please enjoy your stay when you go back. Carry forward the topic. It is very central to our lives. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Vironje. I think we have learned something, and so much. And we have understood, if you discuss civic engagement here, I know that you have picked a leaf, you know where you did not discuss, and what you could have missed out, what you have taken home, and what you can take back to the debating club, the rest of the members, to continue discussing this topic. Now, I'm going to Dr. Ru, and of course, we would like to be done in the next 15 minutes. But, Dr. Ru, in your field as an expert, how best do you think you can work together with different partners as a civic partner in supporting such people, like the young people we have tonight here, and the children, not only in Uganda, but globally? Thank you.
Thank you for that. As I shared with the young people, I literally have my daughter's notes. Because what I did, I cared so much about y'all. I wanted y'all to have solutions. And she said, Dad, solution-driven information. So 2 things I wanted to share is the best way. We in Washington, D.C. started a network called the ZOE Network. The key, the Chinese globally, is the art of networking. And I'm going to share what networking is with you. How many of y'all are familiar with the word networking? Network, that's a powerful word globally that Westerners know and have used for generations, but they've kept it out of our culture. and I'll tell you what the art of networking is very shortly. But I want to stay on message. 3-in-1 bridge builders, one of the things and the tools that I've learned, I have a word that I use. It's called TEAM, T-E-A-M. Y'all write this down, but it's the acronym for TEAM. Together, each accomplishes a mission. Team, T-A-M. When you're a team player, together, each accomplish a mission. And the 3-in-1 bridge building, when you talk about the 3 sectors, private, government, nonprofit, you have to work as a team. Together, each accomplish a mission through the art of networking. So the art of networking, I'm going to go briefly and give you what that formula is. But also my daughter Naya, second thing I want y'all to Google, write this down. Naya Etienne on Instagram. N-Y-A, that's Naya Etienne. She is an influencer like her dad. She actually, called me and said, Dad, if anything they need, you let them know. She's got an office in California, Hollywood. She's got an office in New York. But she is so you think I'm passionate about Africa? My daughter's passionate. She went to historical black college called Spelman, very important, black historical school. But also she graduated from NYU in the communications and digital. I told her I was going to be talking about her. She's like, Dad, it's about you. I said, no, you're actually doing it now. Africa and these young folks are the now generation. I'm considered old school, like Pastor over here and council. We're old school. But I wanted y'all to know what puts you ahead of the game now. And one of the things she shared with me is, and Council touched on that, is take advantage of your AI technology. Use it. Take advantage of it. It actually makes your work 100 times easier now. You have technology that you can take your excellent African brain, put it into AI, create your ideas, create your formulas, and it does everything for you. That's why you notice the Chinese are ahead of the game. You're looking at these Indians. They're using their technology, and I know Africa's technology savvy. I got MTM and Airtel, so I know you have the capacity. So go in your phones and hold on, let me get to her notes. I was serious, y'all. I told her that I was going to tell you. All right. So she said, strategically, make sure they're entrepreneurs. I told her it was the entrepreneur debate class. She said that there are strategic grants that you all can go, international, regional, and local grants that you can go after, and they will actually give you startup funding and money. I'm talking about 10,000 U.S. or globally, because that's one of the issues. We're not able to get money, and if you're in a system where sometimes, and I hear that was the main thing in the debate, that our governmental system are not giving us the opportunity. Now, this is from the young people. This ain't me. They're not getting opportunity. But guess what? Like China, like all the other entities, you go out and you do your research. You go online. You connect. You network with, like my daughter. She says, now Etienne on Instagram. She says anything she can do to, network you in the different fields, she will help you with that. She said, Dad, AI, you covered the AI. And then she said, make sure you let them know, emphasize the importance of getting out your community and asking people what they need. Because a lot of leaders assume what people need, but there is a larger benefit in going actually and asking for help. So you have to go out into your communities. And a lot of times we think, because we have the education, we have to always speak. But your best doctor, your best psychiatrist get paid for doing nothing. You know what psychiatrist does? They go in and just ask you, what's your problem? you should do the same. Find out what your people need. You're there to say, hey, what is it your need? And believe it or not, the people will tell you better than you what they need done, okay? So go in your communities and ask them what they need help with. And it's something as simple as that she gave me. I was like, wow, that was something I wouldn't have even thought of sharing in that kind of way. She kept it very simple. And then she said, focus. And then also, I want to make sure I take some questions from you. We're going to get questions from them as well. Oh, we don't have time. Well, let me give them the solution. Okay. So that's why I wanted to be brief and get them straight to the solution. So networking. Let me go to networking. And then I'm done. How much minutes? Keep me on time. Sure. Entrepreneurs, since we got, do you have takes to be an entrepreneur? The ability to complete tasks, are willing to work harder and wiser, are opportunity focused, and are forward-looking. Entrepreneurs will take risks. They thrive on competition. They are creative. They're willing to learn, and they're informative seekers. What is networking? Networking is the process of developing and nurturing professional and personal contacts to obtain referrals, advice, information, support, and energy. Networking tips: be sincere, be genuine, and not self-serving. Know the value of listening. Make network a part of your nature and remain humble. One of the things with the art of networking is getting to know people in your different sectors. Private, nonprofit are all the same people. You just have to go and ask the questions, ask for information, and then also listen to their need and meet their demands. But worldwide, I've made some of the best relationships just talking, being kind, talking to celebrities all over the world, saying, hey, what is it that you know that I don't know? You know, I asked the general in a country, what can I tell the young people? And you were speaking agriculture. He said, whoever controls the food, control the war. So agriculture is one of your number one, second to industry. But that's simple. But we would have been intimidated to talk to the general. But I went and spoke to him. He said, whoever controls the food controls the war. So never be intimidated to talk to a general or talk to the owner of the of a business. Matter of fact, I think I gave Professor, look up your top 10 entrepreneurs in the world. Africa, y'all, is killing the game right now. Nigeria, especially. You look at their entrepreneurs, you look at their music, they are strategically creating, and I think on that list, there's a very rich Ugandan as well. But I want y'all to also go and Google top 10 African entrepreneurs and follow them, listen to them, listen to what formulas, listen to tools they use. Just like here at Heart to Heart, they have a formula. They're sharing it with you. 11 schools, I really commend you. That's incredible. Network, meet your friends. You'd be surprised. I'm also in the coffee business. I just bought 2 coffee businesses. One that's a farmers initiative, and then one that just deals with trade. But I've been to the north, the central. But when I went to these different areas, everybody had a different brilliant way of delivering coffee at the highest level. Come to find out, Uganda has the best.
People heard that. We have the best coffee in the world.
We're number 1. Taste test, Uganda's, so you're the next generation that's going to take Uganda to the next level. Uganda is just one pender away, because you have the education. You're in school from 6. American kids don't go to school that long. You guys are educated, you're bright, you're small, you're smart. Now use that formula, the art of network, and network with your peers and win, win, and win.
Well, and before Pastor Franklin says something, I actually wanted to let you know, Dr. Ru and everyone here, that Mr. Birungi has a very cozy place in after Kachiri. It's called Farm Resorts. You want to go relax, get the best of Uganda, you better go there. It's in the central. Yes. So you should make sure you visit Farm Resorts. And he's a great entrepreneur, has the best meals there, the best places, anything any tourist has to visit. Yes, you shouldn't be in Uganda for 6 months without visiting Farm Resorts. Pastor Franklin, please tell us about civic engagement. You realize the judges are back. And you and me put this together. What is your message for these young people?
This is the message I can give in brief. Civic engagement, to me, it has to be, first of all, these are the duties or behavior that is expected in the community. And this entails moral and then the legal part of it. So it can be an engagement, but as long as it's against the law, then that's not the right path. It can be an engagement that takes the entire community, but as long as it's not moral, then that's not the right engagement. It's about growing. To me, this is how I can, in a layman's language, this is how I can explain it. Growing together. And if we are to grow together, then that means it calls for each and everyone's contribution. We are in the world today when civilization has taken over, that people do relate more independently than socially. As we are growing up, there was a saying that a child is raised by the entire community. And that means every stakeholder in the nation or in the community has a lot to play. So if I'm going to correct somebody, if I'm going to talk to somebody to better his life, her life, that means even that person has to be responsive. So when we talk about civic engagement, it's just like council has mentioned, our senior council. It is participation. We all get involved. We grow together. We are a team. And remember, in the team, there's no I. The I only comes when we are winning. So if we are losing as a community, we are losing together. And as we are winning as a team, we are winning together. So I think that's what I can say for now. And I see civic engagement as discipleship. Just like, because there are disciplines and values we have to take hold of. Sometimes it's going to be bitter for us when somebody is correcting us. It's not always going to be good. Sometimes I'll deny my children the things they would think that they are good, but when in actual sense that I am raising them into the right people they should be. So it's not all about making alarms, calling people to come to our rescue. We also have a role to play. Thank you.
Okay, that is very interesting. And we are going to conclude right now because we have said our hearts. Before we conclude, I will also request Dr. Ru to actually share with us the message from your daughter so that we can share with the different patrons as Mr. Birungi has shared the paper with us, and we will share it as well. We will continue growing together to impact positive change. At this point, only Mr. Birungi is going to give closing remarks because he was the first to speak, and then we are going to call this discussion to an end, and then we'll have the next bit because we want to be done shortly. Thank you.
Once again, I am very honored to stand before you. all of you, the students from the various schools, the school management teams present, your teachers, our distinguished judges, our distinguished panelists, Pastor Kasozi Franklin and Dr. Sarah Kwagala Kasozi, the organizers and directors of Heart to Heart, the entire team from Heart to Heart. Thank you very much for bringing us together for a very noble cause. To us, this is very, very important, especially when it touches a topic as central as you've seen, involving a very important aspect of our lives, that is civic engagement, and how we can harness it for purposes of ensuring a good future for our children. This is a topic that I feel is very appropriate, especially in Uganda today, so that we can also set our eyes onto the future. Whatever you do today is what will impact tomorrow. So whatever Heart to Heart is doing is only to prepare us. And I would like to thank Heart to Heart for choosing such a beautiful topic. To the students, a very special thank you. Thank you for participating in this debate. The debate should not only end here. When you go back to your respective schools, let us carry forward the debate. Share the knowledge that you have acquired from here and the skills with your fellow students in your schools. I have seen the teachers have done a very good job, especially in preparing you for the debate, no doubt. And from the way we've received reports, each year becomes better and better and better. I believe the debate for next year will be even better. For those of you who have been able to participate today, God willing, we should be able to participate in the debate next year. I will end by saying, carry forward the knowledge, don't leave it here, and we are all winners. Thank you very much. May God bless all of you.
Thank you very much. That calls the end, brings us to the end of this panel discussion. How many of you benefited from it? It's awesome. Thank you very much. Men can take back your seats. And at this time, I would like to call upon, before the judges come up, do you people want the judges to come? Until now, yes, where is Felista? Where is she? Is she called Felista? Was it the name? I want for her to come here. Let's come here as you're clapping. Where are for the ambassadors? Are you clapping until she's here? And before I call upon the ambassadors in front, I would like okay, to wait. Come here. This is my first time to see you. I did not know you, but I knew your name. For some time, I knew your name. I was not even interested in what you do, but I admire people that chase their dreams. And I want to commend you for what you do. I'm very surprised that you were a very humble person. I expected someone too crazy to actually be you. And I want to say she is amazing. She is outstanding. And it's my prayer that God takes you to places. And that when you grow up, you do not focus on music only, but you focus on every strength that God puts into you. And in future, you will speak of all the things you did as a child, as a young person, and all your achievements at the peak. I wanted to say all this before you. Thank you for presenting today. And lastly, I would like to say, would you like to be one of our ambassadors? Oh, can you get me a paper and put her name? So you're remaining here because this is time for our ambassadors. And now that you represent the cause for young people, we are privileged to have you on our team. Okay, now I'm going to be calling upon all the ambassadors to come forward. Please, if you are an ambassador for a school, come forward and receive your paper. Okay, ambassadors, we are going to come here. Madam Hanifa, is she here? Madam Hanifa, Nasona Batsiva, Chinawa High School, and then Andama Rahim. Are they here? Are these ones here? Okay. Where are they? Where are the people from Chinawa Kawempe? Where? Letters, you remain on the line. And then in this one you have teacher Practice, you have teacher Maria, and then teacher Frank, and then teacher Maria, and then teacher Tracy. Please come forward. The teachers as well, please come forward. We are going to be commissioning you all. Madam Scovia from Deje. Madam Scovia is a parent, a teacher I worked with as a parent of Deje, and I do admire her passion for young people and for service. I commend her for the great job she's doing. Teachers are usually sometimes, let me say usually, difficult people, but she's been a very good person to relate with. Chirabo Bridget and Jeremiah from Deje. Madam Nabisene Rose, Chisasi Luther tonight. Teacher Luther has been very supportive. Can you please clap for him? He deserves to be our ambassador indeed. He's a man that worked tirelessly for this. Madam Ndikua of Chinawa, Mugongo. Nyonjo and Sobi. Mr. Weresam, Philip, and Travel Esther from St. Mark. St. Mark is a school that we approached at the last minute, but they've turned up and we are very grateful. That is St. Mark and Chisasi College. We are so happy to have you because we spoke to you at the last minute and you made it. Matuga Hills Secondary School, we have Naguja, Sharifa, Mulunji, and is it Raisha? Matuga Hills, we commend you for, they are very supportive of our counseling sessions and they appreciate counseling. They even pay for counseling. Majet Secondary School, we have Chantal, we have and Mr. Anthony. Dear ladies and gentlemen, this is the team that is going to take this project or this program to another level. We are going to work together to see that the unstoppable me, Sipowa, is not just a statement, but it's within all of us that we are unstoppable at Power. At this point, I'm going to request the judges and the special guests to come forward, and we are going to have a picture with our team. And the heart-to-heart team, if you're from the heart-to-heart team, all together as we have worked, if you've been serving tonight, come and we take this picture, please, before we actually issue out, before the judges come forward. And above all, I don't want you to forget, I have myself requested that she becomes one of our ambassadors. Wherever you go, speak about mental health, soft skills empowerment, and advocacy. Forget heart-to-heart initiative. We are unstoppable, Little Power. And visit our center as well. So we are going to come so that people please advise. Yes. If you know you're far, please come closer. Let's mingle here. Come closer for this picture, please. Don't fall, please. Don't fall. So, yes, for those that can make it, please no one falls. Yes. Please keep your appointment letter very well. It may be a blessing at some point. And please do your job as it
listed in the appointment letter. Okay, okay. Thank you very much as you take up your seats. The judges, please remain behind. It's your time. Judges, you people, it's time for the judges. Can you join our hands together for them? Okay. These people here sometimes disorganize me, but don't mind. The judges are going to take over. I want to acknowledge and appreciate everyone that has contributed to this debate this time. I appreciate all the judges. We had a representation from the Christians and the Muslims community because we have schools that are from both fraternities. And the judges are well represented here from both sides. I want to appreciate the media personalities, the NTV team that came in the morning, and the KFM team, Rita, Kenigisa, and Midday, Stephen. Those people are amazing, and they've always stood with us. I want to appreciate our special guests that have made it, the teachers that have supported us on this cause, and the school teams, the head teachers that permitted you to come. And above all, thank you, students, for making it here.
Good evening, everyone. I take this honor to welcome you to this session, and I think almost it is the last one. Allow me first thank God for having enabled us to come to this moment. I'd like to once again introduce my fellow judges. You get to know the kind of people who have been in charge of today's debate. First of all, we had two timekeepers to ensure that we do not have any bias in terms of time allocation. We had Mr. Mtesa Sira Ismail, then Madam Keirunji Eli. I believe Teacher Isma is a mathematics and science teacher. When it comes to time calculations, I believe he does it better than any other, like us maybe who are teaching other subjects. Then when we look at Ellie, she's a fresh student at the university, so the capacity at which she grasps issues is very high. So they are the ones who have been managing our time. Then we've had Lydia Matovu. Madam Lydia Matovu, critically, she has been observing the way we've been dressed up, simply because she's in art and design. I think to give us the best. Then we've had giving constitution to guys. You know, it comes to teachers for us to think of plus 2 plus what, but when it comes to the issues of constitution, has been like the constitution was improper. So he has some commitments he has left. He's not here. Then we've had Madame Sarah, who is a member of the Uganda Debates League. That means in this field, this person could guide us according to how the debates move according to the national level. So if at all maybe we are going astray, the one from the National Debates League was giving us guidance where need be. Then we have also Hambal Ziriaulam, is a teacher and at the same time is a good statistical person from IUIU and Bugema University. So when it comes to the data that you are giving here, in that field, this person is also so logical there to look at the database where you get the information and so on. So those are we also have Mr. Douglas, who is also a fresh student and at the same time who is in the field of this literature that you've been giving us. So that means we've been balancing from all sides. If at all you're giving from the side of the Constitution, we had someone to guide. In terms of dressing, we had someone to say, please, as you're saying, this one's scored it high, she could guide us. And the rest. So, these are the general remarks. We would like to appreciate all the participants for today. We thank you so much and thank you for being disciplined. Indeed, we almost thought that you're not secondary students, the way you've conducted yourselves today. I remember the one we had at Midland, we could even be chasing them to get back into the main. But the way you've conducted yourselves today, you need an applaud. And I think great thanks goes to Dr. Sarah that you chose a very good have made to be. So we do appreciate it. Then to the teachers, we thank you so much for training our participants. Indeed, they have presented very well. And if at all we didn't have this issue of heart-to-heart saying everyone is a winner, we'll just say all schools have made it. However, since we are all winners and we need to get the best out of all the winners, we need to get there. So we thank the teachers for the training. Thank you so much. You've empowered these people and we've seen the members of parliament for tomorrow. We can't forget to thank you for the research. Much as these adjudicators, they always look for where maybe there is some mistake, but indeed, you people, you made the research. For those who have gone to higher institutions of learning, you know what it means. Someone giving you a motion. Here I'm seeing all like to research. Not easy, but we thank you that you made research and you've been presenting with the research that you had. And then there are some concerns we would like to push to you, and they are just very few. As we had the first three presenters and we came out to clarify onto the kind of style in which this debate was supposed to be conducted, we thank you that most of you have tried to do your best. And those maybe who were not briefed very well, we know you will do it better next time. So you need always to look at the style. like our colleagues who presented last, we needed maybe to look at the outlook of today's style of presenting. Then the statistical data, there are so many presenters who are giving the data but with no references. Just like the way you looked at Madame Kemigisa, she was giving statistical figures from the census which has been just concluded. So you need also to give your statistical data and the reference. For us who normally do the statistics, if you look at Dr. Moses Senkungu, he's a senior lecturer of statistics in very many institutions around Uganda, and he's a graduate of this. He got a first class in statistics from Makerere University. It's very important to have reference of your data. Then I think the last one I want to conclude is to avoid maybe having some references without concrete evidence. It's very, very bad. For example, the people who quoted from the Constitution, most of us, we had scored them very well, but when it came to the council said that one is an abomination. If someone and actually council had to pull us as much as you people, you were scoring these people highly, but when it comes to this, it's very wrong to quote something that is not right. Then others, they are just minor, we can correct them. Like some of the words I heard some people talking about defilement. They are referring to the children. We know children are not raped. They are just defied. So I know those ones are minor. We can easily correct them. With those few remarks, I don't want to take much time. Allow me to go to the score. We may, because of time, I will not give all the positions, but I'll request for members to try to guess. For instance, in the first position, from behind, whom do you expect to be there? Okay. See that heart to heart, we always win. Thank you so much. So, I'll only read 3. As we come to that, I'll just tell you that we had this score from the 11 secondary schools that took part in this. Had someone scoring 74. You clap. These are people. We had someone scoring 74. So you can start guessing. Another one scored 62. I'm giving an average mark, but we shall have the adjudication sheets from the 5 adjudicators with marks on each and every icon that was included there. And I think for those who may need the details, you will get them from the executive director, Dr. Kasozi. So we also had someone scoring 67. We also had another one scoring 78. We also had another person scoring 66. 72, 75, 68, 77, 54, and 69. So from there, Dr. Sarah Kasozi is requesting we give out certificates, but I believe these certificates are ours. Teachers can serve them. Indeed, we are time bad. Thank you so much. Let me read number 3. In the third position, we had someone scoring 75, and that is none other than Chinawa Secondary School, Kawempe. In the second position, we had someone scoring 77. That is Majet Secondary School. And then, lastly, for those who are paying attention, the best is scoring how many? 78. The person in the first position scoring 78, that is none Matuga. Sarah. Madam Sarah, our role is done. We are waiting for you.
Thank you so much, our dear judges. Let's clap for them. I believe they have done a great work. One thing I know that in life, it is one's wish always to win. But the truth is, we cannot always win. And even in the aspect where we have not won, still we don't lose. So we either win or learn. So I believe next time, I don't think it's going to be again Matuga to be number 1. So now that it has become a challenge for us today, the third one, the fourth one, the 50th one to the 10th one. Thank you so much, everyone, for your participation. And right now, I would love us to give out the certificates. The first one I have here is Shawal Malay. It's a certificate of merit. The certificate is proudly awarded to Shawal Malay for participating in the 2025 With Shawal. Please try to be very fast. Let's do very fast. Now focus Shakila. Shakila Namfoka. Nambazila Shukshlat. Let's try to be fast. Our time is already fast spent. Nambazila Daoud Jonathan Kominga. Everyone is going back with something. That really shows that you contributed something. Your presence here was very meaningful. Let's try to be fast. Serwanga Sesonga Ryan. Agaba Adolf. Ankunda Great Trevor. The clapping is dropping every time. The energy levels have dropped here. Ankunda, Zawad Morian, our dear patron Naviseke Rose, Masiko Maina, the certificates are real many. Each one of you has to get a certificate. So let's do it very fast. The moment they mention your name, just do it very fast up here. Then okay. Aloya Diana Benson, Luboa Hannington, Kizito Kevin Regan, Atwijuka Whitin, Katasi Shamila, Najuma Rihanna, Vonzwa Elika. Sounds like French. Bonjour, Elika. Okay. Senyonjo Eric Ziwa. Let's be fast. Let's do it fast. The camera people are steady. So you just pop in here. They take you. Then. Bonjour. Here you are. Senyonjo Eric Ziwa. Nsemelelire Judith. Baguma Lino, Kasawuki Stephen Richard, Nakabuyu Chanel, Nakazibwe Ebo Zoe, Rabia Nabura Ndichiria. Netutambulenga abavubuka si kyekyo wamma amaanyi iremu. Okay, then I think it's our patrons who will receive the ones for the school. There is one for Matuga Mixed Secondary School and the one for St. Mark's College. There is Namakula Shadia. Do it there. Just do it there. Just do it there. Nasazi Pauline. Juahara Elias Nakiride. Nakakande Tahia Shadia. Kajumba Najib, Nagai Amina, Nansubuga Munira, Nansubaga. Is it Nansubaga? Nansubuga. It is Nansubuga, right? So an error was made. This will need to be corrected. Okay, Nachintu, Salwa, Luede Swabra, Nabunya Sophia, Nakavanda Lauha, Nasali Husna, Mutesi Gift, Mirimu Hannington Mukisa. Nanyanzi Tahia. Do you have Naseji Hafswa? Abdraman? Subi Abdul Rahim bin Bashir? Habito Ryan? Message Ayman? Lubiai Najib? Nagawa Aida? Mulunji Byron? And of Apollo? Seruyange Kasim? Nsinile Letitia? Muhumuza Bravo? Nachilia Gloria? Amho Margaret? Naiga Bushira? Our dear patron, Ndikuwa Rahma Edrisa, Nabkalu Rahma again. Tumwijuche Ian. Sochi Asmat Juma. Mutalia Pretty Precious. Naula Lukia. Nampima Juliet. Namju Latifa. Ainembaba's Patience. Let's try to be first. Some people are traveling far from here. Let's try to be fast. Ngabire Sharon. Chotiba Hanila. Chotiba Hanila. Wabile Siala. Kaliza Babu. Businje Mark. Nisima Franklin. Baega Angel. Nasuna Anet Sabrina. Ahumuza Ivan. Kwikiliza Joshua. Katende Douglas. Kabalokole Sharon Lisa. Now let me ask another one from Heart to Heart team to come and help me so that we can give them very fast. Nisima Mary Pretty. Ampaire Grace Maggie. Can someone volunteer to help teacher Isma to sort this very fast? Will you please come over? Nalbuama Joyce. Nalwada Lucky. Nachiride Jauhara. Muonge Mahad. Birunji Lake. Navubia Purity. Senkumba Travis. Katsabe Sharon. Namakula Namala Shadia. Namsoke Hirat. Nakakande Tahia Shadia. Nambuya Sophia. Mutesi Gift. Naluze Chantel. Namba Sajamida. Kajumba Najib. Muima Abraham. Nasazi Pauline. Nabira Ndikiria. Mirimu Hannington. Kigundu Atuia. Asiria Sophia. Naba Kibi Thana Nania. Nakabanda Rautha. Let's do it first. Lue Deswabra. Aisha Bintisa. Munira Kikubira.
Nachijoba Catherine. Avera Anna Patience.
Nandaula Abril. Patron Ainebiona Bridget. Namata Ange Vivian. Nansubuga Jamila. Nanteza Daisy. Alinda Tevin Christian. Meme Hajara. Nakasolia Anita. Maraki Esther. So let me read the schools. Majeti Secondary School, for the school, I think let our patrons come and pick them maybe, or they can send a representative. St. Gerard also come. St. Mark Namagoma also come. Matuga Mixed.
Okay.
Kasana Danisha. Najita Vivian, Kandodi Divine, Nankunda Adrien Anna, Kirabo Esther Katrina, Mpalagani Philip, Petron Wele Sam, Glasgow Christian School, Walusimbi Laula, Nachimera Mili, Walusimbi Iman, Nantaba Tracy Blessing, Shisha Mase, Nakesa Peace, Itungu Athohere Brenda, Nachirija Sarah, Nachanzi Faith Trust, Mwangus Andrew William. I don't know whether this is Sebata or Sabata Peter. Simon Chiganda, Kasimire Mase, Kemigisha Safina Precious, Nasazi Husna, Nalubega Habiba Baziwane, Nachintu Saulwa, Nakalema Sharifa, Nagai Amina, Namirembe Hajara, Nafswa Kikubira, Isingoma Jime, Hagasha Hanif Asifa, Nalubaga Penina, Munaba Immaculate, Nambuya Trinity, Nankanja Swabla, Balinto Maso, Nalutai Priscilla, Desire Topista, Kanyesije Denise, Namatov Madrin, Semanda Mubarak, Mirembe Jessica, Tumusime Josephine, Chinawa High School Mugongo, Nansubuga Salma Kanyange, Nantongo Tahia, Nantongo Sharifat, Namuyanja Bahati Sebuliba, Bwabye Fahad, Sempija Abubeka, Mubiru Hamam, Namuyanja Aisha, Najuko Shanita, Nambogo Joanita, Akelo Letitia, Kanyana Melsa, Munguchi Laula, patron, Emmanuel College Kazo, teacher Kilumira Andrew, Kakome Derek, admin, Siga Derek, patron, debating club, Assumpta Maria, patron, Rafik, Waiswa Isaac, Mujulizi Ebo, Kikomeko Jerome, Sendegaya Frank, Lukambagire Jerome Sava, Ronia Samuel Kirabo, patron Amutuhaire Augustus, Nabukenya Shakira, Napio Esther, Chisache, Ahaire Cherise, Biabaji, Agape Mulungi Kasozi,
Kato gift.
Komijun Gabriela,
Eunice. Chirabo Precious Bridget. Kalamu Catherine.
Kalema Joram, Mwebaze Michael, Makomero Drina, Mpima Alicia, Najemba Sharifa, Nanyanzi Faith, Mutesi Collins, Mugomba Nazir, Nachiwewa Aisha, Shahia Shamim Juman, Mirembe Afrat Atib, Omonya Eric, Kisas College School,
Mutesi Munira. Ninsima Melissa, Mugabe Shakila,
patron Businje Scopia Alice, Mugabe Jeremiah, Kakuru Blessing, Mwebaza Jordan Wakabi, Wadida Rodin Daniel, Ndeje Secondary School, patron Higenyi Samson, Namakula Vicious Bashira, Mwangu Zirigan, Talik Adam, Bukenya Huzaifa, Nanyansta here, Kikubira Ryan. Have we all got our certificates?
Muwanguzi Regan. Has someone taken a certificate that does not belong to you? Sempija Abba. Namakula is vicious. So, have we all gotten our certificate? Have we all got our certificate? Is Nasaz Husina here? How about Amho Margaret? Have they left already? So, here are the best speakers. Those who performed best in sharing about our theme today. The first one is
Andama Abdurrahim.
Nantongo Tahia. Nantaba Trace Blessing.
okay. This is how our performance was, and I think it is vital to read it out. Number one was Matuga Mixed Secondary School. You scored 78%. Number 7 was Ndeje Secondary School. They scored 68%. Okay, number 2 was Majeta Secondary School with 77%. Chinawa High School Kawempe number 3 with 75%. In number 4, it is Rafik Classical Christian School, Wachiso, with 74%. Matuga Hills Secondary School with 72%. Chisas College School number 6 with 69%. Number 7, Ndeje Secondary School with 68%. Number 8, Chinawa High School, Mugongo, with 67%. Number 9 was Emmanuel College School, Kazo, with 66%. Number 10 is St. Mark Secondary School, Namagoma, with 62%. And number 11 is St. Gerard Secondary School, Kagoma, with 54%. And we are all winners and we are all learners. Congratulations, everyone. Then these are the certificates that we are giving out. Majet Secondary School, please come for your certificate. Come for your certificate. Clap for them as they come to. For being the second runners-up in the 2025 Unstoppable Me Sipowa Schools Debate Competitions. And our first runners-up is Chinawa High School. Yeah, I think that's how it should be. Majet, come with your teacher, and then the camera people should take a photo with your certificate. Let's do it, let's do it, let's do it. With their certificate. Are we all there? Okay, first runners-up is Chinawa High School, Kawempe. And then the champions of 2025 Unstoppable Me. Matuga Mix. Matuga Mix oye. Thank you. Thank you so much. And there's someone who, there is a young man who shared the poem. He gets the award for the best male. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. Allow me right now to call Dr. Sarah. Okay. I would love us to have the award for the best school. It's not yet here. It's still on the way. But according to what I see, we are caught up by time. So probably it will find Matugami School at the school. And right now, I'd love us to get up on our feet as we say the last prayer and we leave this place. I want to thank you all for coming today. And I want to thank you for presenting today. And I know we have learned so much. Today's theme was so practical. So even as we go back home, let's put into practice what we have learned today. Not so? So shall we pray and then we'll get out of here? Father God, we want to thank you for today. We bless your name for the grace you've given us together. Thank you for every single lesson we have gotten to this day. Help us to put into practice. We thank you for the judges. We thank you for the panelists. We thank you for the volunteers. We thank you for Heart to Heart Initiative team. And we thank you for everyone who has contributed towards the success of this event. Even as we leave this place, we pray for your mercies on our way back, and we pray for your protection. Bless our lives, bless our parents, bless Heart to Heart Initiative, and all that have been part of this journey. We give you glory, we give you honor. In Jesus' mighty name we do believe and pray. Amen. May God bless you. May God do you good. May God cause you to overcome in every area of your life. Thank you for coming. But there is a certificate that has been left behind for Margaret. Margaret Amho.